Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Prison Break. This is the 9th episode of the 4th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for in the link in the description below. Just click and put a password in and enjoy. So last episode I was saying in the outro that I'm really enjoying kind of like the flow of the show, the pace of it, keeping everything interesting and fun to watch. And you know, last episode we had quite a few things going on as well. So Michael and Lincoln and Co was trying to obviously hit the general on his path to work. You know, they knew where he was driving, the streets that he was taking, and obviously Lincoln and Enquiry was hidden in an alley in a car, ready to come in and bash right into that limousine. Whilst the chaos obviously was going on, he was willing to go in and extract the data card. You know, Michael was saying, look, usually if this wasn't the last card, I would be saying this is not the right place to go. You know, I was like, if it is card 2, 3, and 4, I'd say it'd raise alerts. You know what I mean? Like, it would obviously put our plan in chaos, so to speak, because everybody would be under high security then. Do you know what I mean? They'd be trying to save the rest of the cards, but because this is the last one, you know what I mean, we can go in, we can kind of show that we've got all guns blazing and we can take him out. Now Roland, he's actually ratted them out. You know, his text Wyatt, he said, look mate, you know, how much for information on Schofield and Burrows? He said, look, I'll give you 1 million. Well, it's like, how do I know I could trust you? Well, he's give the location. So that means that obviously on his transportation to work, they've decided to take a different path, and he's ended up turning up himself. Wyatt is shooting, hitting Sucre. You know, they've all panicked. They've had to abort the mission, take Sucre back. Obviously Sarah's stitching him up. She's getting a few flashbacks. She's remembering stuff here and there, what happened to Gretchen, herself getting tortured. Now Gretchen's decided actually that she wants a meeting with Sarah. She wants to clear the air. She wants to end the beef. They need to be working together on this one. They need to get Scylla. And you know, she's ended up turning up. She's gone in there and she said, look mate, you know, if you want to take me out, then we'll look at doing it down the line, but right now, you know, to make us even, take this wire, took me top off. You got 5 minutes. If you want to whip me, take your pound of flesh, do it. Because after this 5 minutes, we're evens. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let you come after me and do anything anymore. In fact, if you come after me, I'll have to retaliate. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe Sarah will do that down the line, because she ended up grabbing her, putting a little scalpel to her neck and bleeding her a little bit. She was saying that the guard that you killed when we was obviously chained up, you know, what was her name? She said it. And she was like, look, mate, she didn't deserve to die. She helped me escape. And obviously we've seen the flashbacks of this guard dropping Sarah a key, which helped her obviously get the cuffs off and open the door and run away. Now again, interestingly, you know, the people coming in, the second party who's looking for Scylla, coming to threaten Teabag, basically saying, look mate, you know, we said that we'd need it here, you haven't got it, what's stopping me from taking you out now? Well, luckily for him anyway, Gretchen was in the room and she ended up standing up and talking to him, and she was saying, look mate, me and you communicated before, you know, go by the name of Susan obviously, on a previous job, and when the last person couldn't do it, you brought me in and I succeeded. So leave it with us, we're working on it and we'll go for it. And once I get the data and I want to give you Scylla, you know what I mean, I'll be paid the 125 million and you can get whatever it is that you want to do and go for it. So she said to Teabag that, look, we'll work together, you can have 25, I'll have 100, and we'll rock from there. So obviously he's well motivated for it. It's way more than he thought he was going to get. He's actually gone to the receptionist as well and said, look, keep your mouth shut. We need to get some information, gather it on, you know, Susan ourselves. You know what I mean? It's a bit of backup. If you do this in the quiet, you know, and we successfully go through it, we're a team now, me and you can have 1 million. So that means that obviously he's going to keep 24. He's going to pass a mil to her to obviously keep her head down, but obviously gather information for him. And then obviously Susan, if she wants to, she can run away with the 100 mil, which is extreme amount of money, isn't it? But like I said, Roland ratted them out. He's messaged Wyatt, you know, he's gone to a location to have a meeting with him, and he's come and he's shot him. He's basically killed Roland, and you know, after getting the information that he wanted about the warehouse, he didn't want to drop in the 1 mil. But unlucky for him, actually they all turned up. They knew that Roland had ratted them out. They tracked him down after putting something into his laptop, and they beat him Wine up. Mahone's got a few punches in there, and now it looks like they're taking him back. So it's going to be interesting, and I can't wait to see what we have in store. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
General, you kill us. Otherwise, my hand, it ain't gonna get tired.
I just hope your mouth gets tired.
We tried your way. We want General Kranz to think Wyatt took us out.
I hear you, Link, but he can't make the call if he's unconscious.
That is true. Do you know what I mean? He wants to take him out.
not as simple as unplugging a laptop and moving it to another room. The data on Scylla is too delicate.
I don't want excuses. The most secure location we have is the one they don't know about.
That is a fact, though, isn't it? It is.
He only uses the company-issued cell, so we can't track him. We have no way of confirming if he successfully completed his operation.
I assume we haven't made much progress with our friend over there?
What's he got? Cash? I don't think he's motivated by it, to be fair.
So they sent Florence Nightingale to get me all ready to cooperate.
Actually, I'm here to help you despite what you've done. If you don't call the general, you're as good as dead.
Come on, Mike, she's okay.
He's a professional killer.
Don't worry, he's locked up. Let's go.
So what'd you do with Roland's body?
Roland? He's been, reconfigured.
Assuming these pages are correct, and there's no way of knowing if they actually are, follow this basement hallway through the boiler room to here, where there's some kind of elevated walkway. We follow that to the end. We'll have covered most of the distance between gate and the company's headquarters. Through this location, we can't go any further until she gives them back.
What's her game in all this? I mean, if she wants the company to go down, she should just give us the pages.
Look, we're gonna deal with Gretchen.
That is true.
Right. Okay.
What's the deal not for them to give Teabag back and then she would give them the pages? Because last I seen, Teabag was there, he was fully operational in his office and they've still not received the pages. Plus last episode she also organised a meeting with Sarah because she wanted to squash the beef because he wanted to be allies in this kind of scenario. So she should be handing over the information that she's got now.
Boss will be here any minute.
I've not seen one person work in that company apart from the guy that they killed.
Fine, until I found a resignation fax waiting for me from Andrew Blauner. He's a Boy Scout. None of this makes any sense, Cole.
Mate, it's all those glass offices. They can see if you're doing nothing when you're working.
They'll never find the body where I put it. Where are Schofield and Burroughs?
They're just doing their end of the bargain. Which begs the question, what the hell are you doing?
I'm getting ready for a meeting. Call the general and say what they want you to say.
And what?
But Don Self will make sure that you spend the rest of your life in a decent facility without the death penalty.
Let you and I figure a way out of this mess that works for everybody.
Well, I mean, you got to give something here for Michael and that, because basically, you know, we've had this in Lost with Jack. Doctors don't let people die. They can't let it. You know what I mean? It's just their moral compass to go out and help everyone. And the fact is, she knows that if he makes that call, then obviously he's signing a death warrant with the general. Obviously, he's going to get put inside, and they're probably going to go after him and kill him, the company. You know what I mean? She also knows that if it doesn't happen, then potentially he's there, he's waiting, and these guys are going to kill him. You know what I mean? So that's 2 times his death's been sealed. Now, they could figure something out together, a plan where he can walk free. But then, how do they know that he's not going to end up, you know, crawling back to his old employer and coming back and obviously taking them out? The only way they could possibly do it is send fake pictures of his death to the general or something, so that they're not going to come after him, Wyatt, because they think that he's been eliminated, and then he can take whatever it is, the freedom that these guys have offered, and he can go his way. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? But, like, he's trying to utilise her goodness and moralness to try and save his own ass.
To that table. All right, I know this is hard, and I know what you want to do. Okay, but I'm trying to do something here.
What would you do if you were me and that man was right there? He's right there. What would you do?
I don't know what I would do. Look, I'm giving you my word. When the time is right, I won't stand in your way.
I want him to kill him.
Pain. I never cared about anything like that. Look what I've done with my life.
Okay, just so we're clear, we get to go up that ladder towards the noise out. We don't know what it is. But if we're lucky, we get to basically just walk smack into the company.
Sounds about right.
There's got to be some sort of secret wall there or something. He did mark it, didn't he, with an X?
I can give you a phone number. Arrangements can be made. All you have to do is trust me.
I reckon he's thinking that he's getting to her. I don't know, man. You're not convinced me, Sarah, that you was fully not listening to that.
Detective Connor Mara. I was hoping I could talk to you about Andrew Blauner.
Of course.
Great.
The thing is, he's only been at the company for a couple of days, isn't he? So he shouldn't be really that suspicious of him. And he's in for, well, what he's been doing.
It's down this way.
This is it. This is where the sound is coming from. 30,000 gallons of water rushing through this very spot. Can't risk tunneling too close to the surface.
What do?
We dig. Fax that came into White's office came from a copy shop, but Blauner had a fax machine at his house.
He might be dipping his snout into a different trough, and the fiancé is none the wiser.
From what I've heard about him from his other coworkers, that doesn't sound too likely. Mr. Pfeiffer, some people here have told me that you and Blauner didn't get along. Would you mind talking to me a little bit about that?
Maybe he's thinking what people. Also, would it be that far-fetched to think that you shouldn't be able to hear that banging? Because I know it's banging, and you think, you know, yeah, you would. But then being down there and hearing the extreme loudness, I thought, personally, I think that pipe, how loud it was down there, would overpower the noise of like a sledgehammer hitting the floor. I just think that down there where Michael was dead loud. And I feel like, you know, I was going to say, isn't it crazy how they can... it wouldn't be like soundproof buildings that much that like you can't even tell that there's a pipe down there with 30,000 gallons or something that he said of water that's passing through there every second. I personally thought it was really loud down there, and I thought that it would have completely overshadowed the noise of just a sledgehammer hitting the floor. But it is going down and under it. Maybe this guy, right, he's thinking that he's got him locked up down there. Do you know what I mean? He's missing. And that it's interesting that they've gone straight to Teabag, to be honest. They said that they didn't really have a good relationship, but he's not even been there that long. You know what I mean? He actually hasn't even been there that long. But I have to agree, though, that they have been pretty hostile. The engagements between them both has been pretty evident to me anyway since the moment that he started there. And I don't know if it's because obviously the guy used to be the top salesman and now he's been replaced and he didn't really like it and he was looking into him. But it's clever how they can think that, you know, usually they get faxes from here and there and now he's getting it from a different location. What's that? You know what I mean? Like, he said that the female driver's hands was on the wheel. Was that Gretchen's? I think it was. You know, but then does that confirm that it's not Teabag? Because obviously he's not got two hands. So I don't know, but, you know, the police are looking into it and obviously they're down there.
It worked then. It should work now.
Just taking a bit of his, obviously, speech and trying to create a sentence.
Hey, come on, pal. I got almost a decade on you. Don't see me sucking air.
I got shot, Brad.
Oh, yeah.
Millions of gallons of water in this drain pipe. We can't go under, we can't go over.
I know. Maybe
How can they go through? How?
All right, Lake. This ought to do it.
I have no idea what they're doing, me. I don't know how you would get into that.
One day, I bring home this little kitty from a giveaway box outside the Pick and Save. Old Rufus didn't like that one bit. Sprang out his claws like a switchblade, you know. Little kitty didn't do nothing wrong but be new. And that's all I did. Aside from a little jealousy on his part, our issues were as thin as tissues, I assure you that.
Sir, we need to step out for a few more bracket joints for the shelving.
All right. Yeah, but I ain't paying you to stop for a coffee and donuts, so get back here toot sweet.
Oh, fast on my feet there.
They are all dead. It's over.
I'm gonna take this.
Have you seen it? The people do that with like presidential speeches and stuff like that. They get all the words and create words.
Yeah. That's how we should go.
She can't. She's a doctor. I'm all for him killing this guy. 100%.
John's autopsy report said that he'd been shot twice. Why?
Twice, I know. Why?
Why? Just find my wife! And when you can't stand the pain anymore, you'll make a phone call for me. I want the person on the other end of my call to hear the fear.
Yeah, mate. He wants his wife to hear it. He wants his wife to hear that he took action and smoking the guy that's done it.
Good work. Your payment will be left where we arranged.
Go ahead. The access code to the covert entrance is still both your daughter's birthdays.
She won't hurt me.
Guy's too confident. I'd love her to get what she needs and say, yeah, Will, bang.
I knew you'd come home.
Imagine that's a dad. We don't even know, do we? Like, literally, we have no idea.
Let's just focus and get this thing done, all right?
This look like the main conduit to you?
One way to find out.
Mate, bolt cutters make it all look so easy, don't they? It's just clip, clip, clip like nails.
Almost done, buddy. All right, easy back. It worked. 60 minutes to do 90 minutes worth of work, or we don't get to Scylla. Hey.
This is not the time to start having it. This is not the time to start getting your symptoms, Michael. Not now. But like, if they're going to commit to this now, then how's he going to survive?
Okay. Sarah and your brother have been talking about you not feeling well or something.
I need your help.
I do think it's crazy how people can get sick at such a young age. You know what I mean? For being healthy as well all your life.
Because I needed to know what my little bulldog may have known about Whistler and his plans for Scylla.
You should have believed me.
I knew you'd never take it personally, as you are my girl.
Oh, that is fully unexpected. Before I was saying, I wonder if that's a dad. Yo, I didn't expect that.
That's why acupuncturists avoid placing needles anywhere near them, because opening up the nerve endings in a fingertip can result in quite a painful hot flash. Can make your sides feel like they're on fire.
Shit, imagine that.
Physiology. The human body, when in extreme duress, begins to shut down. Feel every ounce of the pain. That's when you're gonna beg me to make that phone call.
What can I do you for? I found some more inconsistencies in your sales reports.
That little computer of yours, can you access into Gates's records?
You are hurting my arm.
And don't make me hurt any more of you. Now go.
This could work.
They have to kind of drill through the other side now, do they not? Is that why they're going to do it? They're going to push that in? Yeah, he's getting dizzy. I know what they're doing now. They're making a tunnel for it. They're going to push it all the way through so they can crawl back and forth while the water's gushing that way.
Less than 30 minutes until this pipe is flooded with water again.
I know what they're doing. It's quite clever, actually. It makes a lot of sense.
And you have to accept that your life, very short lifespan ahead of you, is just gonna be filled with agonizing pain. At least until you do what I've asked of you.
We're running out of time.
Michael's just dazed all over the place. There's no chance he's going in. Surely not. Isn't it, mate? His symptoms are proper kicking in rapid today. Oh, it's already drilled kind of more than halfway through, it looks like.
Somebody needs to tell you something.
I'm sorry.
And I love you.
Do you reckon he's going to go through with the death? Or do you reckon he's happy with that he's got an apology and he's tortured him? He must be in some pain, man, honestly.
When all the hard work is done. All right, ease it back. The two of us are gonna have to go inside and guide
Level it
through
up.
that other hole.
Yeah.
Use this to brace the sleeve when you pull it through the other side. Emmy.
I didn't come here to listen to you pretend to care about her.
The salad days are fast approaching. Laos worked perfectly.
What about Lisa?
I've already told you. You're my girl.
Over there.
Yo, mate, that's ruthless. Throwing him in the water and letting him sink.
You and I are the same, Alex.
He done it. He committed to it. Fair play, Alex. You know what I mean? None of this bullshit. See ya. All agents should have some sort of morals. You know what I mean? Water's gonna start gushing. Yo, somebody's gonna have to be in there, I reckon, and sacrifice themselves.
Thinking about Mr. Blauner and some of the conversations we had. Oh, Andy never talked about his sales, no matter how much I pried. So I took the liberty of looking them up. Checked out the social security numbers of the clients he allegedly sold gate workshops to. In some cases, the numbers are just pure fabrications. I suggest you go tell Mr. Mara that you found some irregularities in Blauner's expenses, writing off personal matters, etc.
So he's thinking, look, instead of them finding it and coming into our accounts, we're going to show that we found it.
Come on.
Oh, Bellick's going to sacrifice himself. I felt it like everybody's got something to lose but him when he was talking about LJ.
Get out of there!
I hope this is not the end of Bellick, man. See what I mean? See, I know that I say I want to see people's deaths. I was gonna say he's gonna die. He's got to die there, and surely he can't survive that. Oh, I'm wounded for Bellic, man. I actually really like him. Like I said, it's like finalseason.com, innit? Do you know what I mean? You accept deaths coming.
If you ever come near him with a gun again, you'll what?
Innit? Fight me now, 1v1.
We got preliminary safeguards in place faster than we expected. We could move Scylla tomorrow if we wanted. But now that Wyatt's eliminated Schofield and Burroughs, there's no need.
I want Scylla out of Los Angeles by the end of the day tomorrow.
That pipe lead to? Maybe we can follow it.
No. No, he's gone.
Does it not lead to an open end? I hope it does. Like, there's a slim chance it could lead out, but I feel like he's definitely dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I was going to say then is, if that was the pipe and he was stood there, if it hit him, his head smashing against the back of it, he's gone. The power, you know, the pressure. But, like, if he got underneath it and, I don't know, he got hit with the wave and he was drifting, maybe there's a bit of air pocket that he could get his head up, do you know what I mean? Like, when he's at the top near the rim of the pipe or something, I don't know. I mean, I've been saying all the time that when deaths occur, you know, I physically need to see them. I feel like that is actually a death, only because they built up a little bit of emotional. That's what they built it up. It felt, you know what I mean? Like I could feel the slow build up, especially when he was talking about LJ and he said that, like, if you look at the episode and the signs you had, have you seen that in his face today? Mahones, you know, it was pure pain. I've never cared about anybody like that. Do you know what I mean? Then he said, I see how much you really care for LJ, you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, he's a good kid, he could take care of himself. Today, sacrifice. I was like, look, mate, he's going to do it. As soon as he said that, well, something was happening with that pipe, and I was saying that somebody's going to have to sacrifice themselves. I literally said that prior, maybe 10-15 minutes before it actually happened. And long and behold, it's him. And I respect it, I really do. And let's give him some recognition. I'm going to give him a clap as well, right? Because I think that Brad, throughout the whole entirety of the show, has improved as a character and it's been so enjoyable for me to watch. He won my most liked character last season. I feel like it was worthy of him in terms of what he's done and what he's give. And I'm actually sad that he's gone, to be honest. And I keep saying it, and you've heard it loads of times, but, you know, it was the end. This is the end. And, like, we got to take people out. It makes sense. It just makes it more impactful. It gives you the vibes that this is the going out season. You know what I mean? And, like, we committed to Michael. This is where I'm interested with his character, because he's getting this condition. He's struggling. He's getting his nosebleeds. He's getting blurry vision now. We did see it last episode when Sarah was talking to him about all these symptoms, and he said he's not experienced any. We have heard Lincoln drop it in that his mum had it and she died when he was 31. Michael has experienced these symptoms earlier on in his life as well when he was 13. Like, it looks like it's the end for Michael as well. And I'll stay with my prediction from the first episode of this season up until we're going into the final episodes, that he will sacrifice himself like Bellic to succeed in the plan, whatever it is, taking down Scylla, saving Sarah, saving LJ, saving Lincoln, you know what I mean, Sucre, whoever it is. Yeah, Michael is going to be in a position like Bellic today where one person can't make it but everybody else can, and Michael subjectively is going to assess the situation and say, all yous have got a long life to live and I don't. I'm on the degress, you know what I mean? Is that word? I'm time's up, you know what I'm saying? At least I could do something good right now, and I can make sure that my final moments, Stefan, are going to save everybody else, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. So I think that's what's going to happen. I respect Brad. I think he's had a really good character progression in the show. I'm actually upset that he's gone. I'm a little bit hopeful that he's alive because we didn't physically see him die, but I feel like the build-up, the emotional, the situation, realistically, it all should take into account. It's not as if, like we seen with the Gretchen and the gun, maybe you hear a bullet, but you don't see it, and you're like, oh, maybe she's dead. You can be shot anywhere, arm, leg, whatever. It's just immobilise you. Where this one, it's just physically impossible. The guy stood there and the water's come. He ain't getting out of it. He's 1,000,000% been hit by it. Do you know what I mean? So it's a sad day. Good episode, sad day. It's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out our channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And as I was just saying there, you know, Brad, what a great character. Really sad that he's gone, but what a crazy episode. It really, really is. And I think I said in the outro of the last episode as well, that we're kind of approaching kind of the mid-season way, and usually in shows anyway, from watching all of them on the channel with you guys, we've noticed that around midway, you get a couple of good episodes. It kind of concludes, like, usually when it airs, you get like half a season and then it stops for a couple of months and then you get the rest. And that means that the final few episodes around that vicinity are the best ones, you know what I mean? And then obviously you jump into it, you have a couple again, and then you get the final good ones at the end of the season. And I did predict that last episode that the next couple might be pretty decent, and long and behold, today's we had a really exciting one. And obviously Wyatt's been killed as well. I actually think it's really interesting that Sarah actually let him actually do that. Now, she was reluctant. You could see that she was stroppy. She wasn't happy with it. She walked off. Don as well, Don Self, he stuck by his word, mate. You know, I got to say fair play. He knew that he was going to die, but he understood the gravity of the situation. And you know, it's mad. It honestly really is. Like, in real life, it's kind of like a death penalty, isn't it? You know, you go in, you kill a little kid, somebody gets a death penalty. You might not want somebody to die because you know, it's just mad, isn't it, taking somebody's life? It just is. But at the end of the day, you kind of understand it and why somebody would want to do it. And like in today's episode, you cannot knock him for wanting to get that you know, revenge for the person who killed his son, especially in cold blood. The guy was so young. It was 2 shots as well, not even simultaneously. It wasn't if he went bang bang, it was bang, wait 5 minutes, let me have a quick brew, you know what I mean, bang again. The guy was there in pain and everything. And like, I'm glad that he tortured him a little bit. And when he tried to say, we're a lot like me and you, boom, see you later, don't fucking speak to me, we're nothing like each other. Now, I've got to be honest, a little bit similar. A little bit similar. Both of them work for the company, both of them are put in situations, both of them have gone around killing people. That is exactly the same. But at the end of the day, there's got to be lines that you draw on. Do you know what I mean? And you could see in certain situations, Mahones was struggling. This guy don't look like it. Looks like he has no boundaries. Looked like he was totally fine with killing the kid. He had no remorse. You know what I mean? And the only time that he actually said sorry was when he put those pins, mate, needles right into his fingers and caused him so much pain that he actually, you know, did say sorry to Pam. And then he put a block on his arm and launched him into the sea, mate, and let him sink. Now, technically, he could survive, maybe, if he's an amazing swimmer. You know, we didn't fully see him drown and die. But realistically, the wounds, the pain, the, you know, the weight, the chains, he's dead. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say he's dead as well. The way I'm going to say that Brad's dead is the way I'm going to say he's dead. And I'm glad that he's actually got his revenge on him. I actually am really happy that he's got revenge on him, to be honest. I really, really am. You know, deaths come, deaths go, but like some deaths just feel good, and I feel like that one is a good one. I feel happy for him, that's what it is. And hopefully he can come back to the team, mate. He can be rejoiced, rejuvenised, you know, have a new lease on life, feel like he succeeded, and he can move forward, and now he wants to take down the company, you know what I mean? He can work with Michael again. At the start of the season, he was popping out information here and there, being a good asset. You know, he lost track a bit when he thought his life was going, and then obviously he got motivated when Michael got him again, and then he's seen him, he's chased him down. Now he's killed him, you know, he succeeded. So now hopefully he can join the team, go back in there and infiltrate the system. It's going to be good, and I'm excited. I cannot wait. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.